All right, what's up, y'all? We're back with more NCT Dream. Today we're doing a bit of an amalgamation of albums-ish. So the first single album had My First and My Last, I think, and Chewing Gum, and one other song. So I think that was called Dunk Shot. I was gonna do their first official album, and that was it. And I've heard the other two, so I'm gonna add that one on top of what I believe is their first mini album. Is that what they're called? Yeah, the first mini album, which is with We Young. That has 4 new songs, so I'm gonna do those 4 and Dunk Shot to have a nice, full video. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. All right, I know the last time we listened to them on this channel, it was kind of showing their middle evolution of growth and maturity as literal human beings. But we're going back to the beginning, and this is a sound that will be different. It'll be, I'm assuming, I shouldn't assume, but based on the titles and the ages of the boys here, it's probably going to be a lot brighter, back to the sound that I heard from them first. And I'm very intrigued to see how that does, at least for me, in an album context. So let's do it. Dunk Shot. This is the one that was part of the first single album. It released with Chewing Gum and My First and My Last, I believe. Definitely a sound that I was expecting to hear. God damn, he is staring into my soul. It's crazy. I won't belabor this point. They're young. What does that mean? I don't want to repeat it because I don't want to butcher a language, but I love the way it sounds, at least. That little bit. I'm really glad I watched the video. Camera movement makes me look easy. What video are they watching back there? I'm assuming some SM. Got a little mosquito in my ear, I like that. Not being facetious. I
Dunk shoot.
I'll wait for Mark to be done.
평생
I know I talked about when I watched Touch for 127 about how, how much they were smiling, and you guys mentioned that it was like a concept switch with Dream and 127. Could not. I know I've seen multiple music videos from them already, but for some reason, this specific video for Dunk Shot, it really underscored how much the 127 boys almost got off easy relative to the amount of cuteness they had to bring, because that is overwhelmingly cute shit in that video. I don't know, it's like the whole point. I don't hate it, I actually like that I watched it, but it's like goddamn. Touch is nothing in comparison to that. And they were in public doing that. I know, like, obviously it's all for the public, but they were at their little like first cafe or whatever they called it, like cafe slash fan meeting or something, something like that. Nothing but respect for these boys. I don't know, it's just because I'm personally self-conscious or whatever, but I think about doing that shit and it's like, oh my god. So I fucking shout out to those guys. All right, into first mini album territory. La La Love. Super interesting to see what we got going on. Got the whistle in the background. Choruses continue with Dream. I'm going to the beach tomorrow. This is perfect.
You make me do you ay. Out of love though oh you make me 움직여 돌고 도는 것 같아 돌아가보면 너의 모습은 똑같은 공주 속에도 바로 찾아볼 수 있지 뚜렷한 너밖에 없는 glow 네가 서 있던 곳에 내가 표시해 놓을게 지워지지 않게 너만이야 la 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 all my life I need you la 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 light of my love 내 맘을 비춰 you light of my life 숨길 수 없어 너 my love my love I need your love really 맘이 날 데려다 찾아간 곳에 하늘 그리고 너만이 나 I need your love
Yeah, this is a really nice song. It gave me very much Big Time Rush vibes, like if, well, OG original Big Time Rush before they came back. By the way, super aside, if anyone's been caught up with them, because I really used to love them, is their music still fine? Crazy aside, but they came like recently they came back, I guess a couple years ago at this point, and I was really hyped, but then I was like, I don't really care. So if anyone's caught up with it, please let me know how they're doing. Anyway, yeah, this is just nice. Like I said, literally I'm going to the beach tomorrow. Incredibly appropriate vibes. It's nice. I like the little breakdown they had, and then they went into Mark's little rap. It's cool. Very cool. La la love. Let's go walk you home next.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
Definitely still in that era.
정류장에서 좀만 더 멀어도 좋을 텐데 폭폭이 괜히 작아지곤 해.
Love Hechan's voice.
마음 같아서 보이는 벤치마다 잠시 앉았다가 가고 싶은데 마냥 신이 나 웃고 떠드는 너를 보며 걷는 길 다 왔다 안녕 잘 들어가 oh yeah yeah 너 마저 보고 갈 테니까 어서 들어가 예쁜 뒷모습이 사라지고 나서 돌아서는 그 순간 벌써 네가 그리워
That's that real little kid love shit.
유난히 헤어지는 게 싫은 너는 전혀 일단 널 불러서 세운 채 yeah. 더는 할 말이 없지만 그래도 wait 내일 다시 우리 만날 때까지 널 따뜻하게 해줄 헉마저 할래 babe 하늘거리던 두개 그림자 어색해진 분위기 Come on, 다 왔다 안녕 잘 들어가 Oh yeah yeah 너 마저 보고 갈 테니까 어서 들어가 예쁜 뒷모습이 사라지고 나서 돌아서는 그 순간 벌써 네가 그리워 한 발자국 walk it home 그 걸음은 무거워 Oh yeah 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 두 발자국 walk it home 그 걸음은 아까워 It's so you baby 세 발자국 walk it home 그 걸음은 힘겨워 Come on come on 네 발자국 walk it home 그 걸음은 아쉬워 왔다 안녕 잘 들어가 너 마저 보고 갈 테니까 어서 들어가 예쁜 뒷모습이 사라지고 나서 돌아서는 그 순간 벌써 네가 그리워 자고 안녕 내일 만나 Oh yeah yeah 너 시간 비면 기다렸던 주니까 데리러 올 테니 늦잠 자고 나서 이따 2시 거기서 우리 다시 만나자
Okay. Sorry, I was laughing a little bit. I know this is exactly how I felt when I thought a little self-exposed, embarrassed, whatever. I don't give a fuck. This is exactly the way I felt when I thought I found the love of my life in 8th grade. It was. I know 8th grade is younger than how they are now, just by a little bit, just barely. But that's whatever. It's just, I wrote one of the most embarrassing poems of all time. Probably the most. I destroyed every bit of evidence of it. I don't even remember really what I said. I just know when I it's it's barely whatever. It's just for some reason this song encapsulated perfectly the way I felt. Not for some reason. That's why they wrote it. It's it sounds nice. It's very it's super like nice, fun, little happy song to listen to. But at least reading the lyrics, it was like, oh my god, this is just me. This is just me when I was 13. Oh my god. This is the most effective Dream song yet. It transported me back to the most cringeworthy part of myself. Not that this song is cringeworthy, it's a feeling so many people experience. Even myself, I'm not like mad at myself. It's just so funny thinking about it. Jesus Christ. I could have I mean, I basically wrote these words in my head back then. That's crazy. So fucking stupid. I'm sorry. me check some real quick. Okay, no, right album. This little bass line, 10th line, whatever this is, it's begging for a little drop.
하늘과 땅이 서로 뒤바뀐 채 내 맘이 하늘 위를 걷던 그때 어디론가 떨어질 것 같던 내게 누군가 말을 했지 Dreaming 나나나나나나 물음표 같은 세상 속에 나는 무얼 찾는 걸까 나나나나나나 길고 긴 이 길 끝에 내가 찾던 내가 서 있을까 상상을 했었던 대로 작은 손으로 썼던 대로 종이에 적은 게 절대로 낙서가 아니라는 거 내가 쓴 글자 위에 그런 맨발로 세상 바꿔낼래 나의 발걸음을 넌 변해 내 맘의 소리를 따라서 난 지금 어딜까 다 알 순 없지만 난 나만의 말을 쓰고 있어 서툰이 글 위엔 제목도 없지만 난 나만의 답을 찾고 있어 내 심장 소리를 따라서 온 세상이 두근대고 있어 내 맘이 이끄는 대로 자유롭게 날아가고 싶어 나나나나나나 행복이란 뭘까 나나나나나 마지막 페이지 끝에 그 의미를 찾게 되길 원해
Okay, I was gonna wait till the song's over to address this because I'm leaning out of frame. I'm so sorry. At the beginning of the song, or like this beginning portion, the first verse, whatever, I was like, it's interesting. This is a nice upbeat song. The lyrics aren't necessarily dour or like explicitly sad or disheartening. In fact, it's the opposite. It's like it's motivational, but the way they're saying it is inherently like sad. I wish my vocabulary is typically bigger. I don't know. Sad is too extreme of an emotion, but it's that type of feeling, melancholic at least, thoughtful, thought-provoking, something, because it's talking about like them accepting that there's like the plain little story, if I can get existential or whatever, like there's an acceptance of one standing in the universe and everything that means whatever, blah blah blah. It kind of goes into that, like, hey, this is just a plain little story, but it's mine, and I have the power to determine what happens in it. And that's really nice. But then, so like, that's like, this is an interesting angle to take for me. That's what I'm thinking. And then, who was it this? It was like Renjin or something? I'll write my own story. No title on this plain story. I'll find my own answer. I genuinely really like that. And then someone says, what is happiness? It's like, what the fuck? I really completely love that chorus. It's nice. Right here. Yeah. What is happiness? Just like, and then at the last page, I want to find the meaning of it. It's such a big question to ask on this song. I really like it. I mean, honestly, it makes me engage with the song way more than if it were just like a normal, like typical lyrics, happy stuff, instead of like this shockingly introspective, like acknowledgement of the self and like what you want and like how little you have figured out. It's so weird to me, but in like in a very good way. It's just so crazy that they would. It's just like. And I'm reading into it a lot, which probably exposed a lot of the way I think about stuff, which whatever, it's fine. But I don't know, it's it's so interesting. Even that little bit. What are we talking about?
보여진 글씨들이 나를 다 알려줘 뭔가 뒤봐도 위가 맞다는 걸 나의 이름 내가 찍어 세상에 찾기 어렵다면 내가 외쳐서 완료 종이에 다 남겨 So I can remember 목소리에 담아 So you can remember also Yeah
Although we can't know this endless world. This is I know I'm probably doing a lot. I fully admit that. It's probably not what they're thinking. But just the fact that I could read into these lyrics this much, it elevates the entire song to me. I can now hear this song and think that they are like having a weird existential moment as mid to late teens, which is also what I was doing back then. And it's like, but it's not the type of existentialism that leads into nihilism, which is, don't get me started on that. It's coming to grips with that, the inherent chaos of the world, and accepting that means you decide what is meaningful in your life. If you don't I'm not gonna get into the whole thing, especially now with the lyrics, whatever. Just generally, the acknowledgement of the self and how much you can do, and the way your perception of the world, it impacts what you do. I don't know. It's just I'm all over the place. Regardless, I'm just glad that this is a happy interpretation. Incredible aside, if you want to skip like 1 minute, I'm sorry. Okay, this is gonna be coupled with an official Ryan recommendation, a song recommendation. This Must Be the Place by the Talking Heads. Absolutely love that song so much. When I first listened to that song, it's kind of similar, not similar to this at all in sound or whatever, but the way that they talk about life, whatever, blah blah blah, it made me feel similar to this, which is a crazy thing to say. But instead, I think there's two ways that you could listen to that song and read the lyrics and interpret it. I interpreted it initially, again, This Must Be the Place, the Talking Heads song, as like a sad acknowledgement of the futility of life, because I was just in a bad place mentally. But then as my worldview changed and I got myself into a better place and I was able to revisit the song, because I loved the song either way, but then I saw it as an acknowledgement of the crazy shit that happens in life, and the way that if you find the right person, if you surround yourself with the right people, it could become something beautiful regardless of what's happening. And in a very roundabout way, in a way that's probably way too much thinking into this song, I do really like this song kind of gives me the same vibes. I'll stop talking about it now. Please let me know if any of this makes sense to you, or if you'd if they've talked about anything. But I do officially want to say This Must Be the Place by the Talking Heads. Incredible song. That whole album is incredible, but that song for sure, great. I'll let this roll into the next one, which is the bonus track. Someone's really high up there with some auto-tune on that one.
곳에서 봐 초록빛을
Still up there.
When we dream it, we can be the one. Go. We can be the one. We can be the one. We can be the one. 날 채우던 모든 꿈들이 떠올라 초록빛 세계로 펼쳐져 Dream on, trigger the fever 뜨거운 맘의 떨림과 젊은 열정과 강된 열기로 오늘을 달려와 내려 brother 믿어 귀보지 말고 같이 뛰어든 내려와 함께 불러드는 너도 옆에 say I know like tomorrow When we dream it, we can be the one. Go. We can be the one, be the one, yeah. We can be the one. We can be the one. 시작된 게임 하나 둘 dream 가슴에 타 오르는 flame 심장 속에 그 눌림에 우린 함께 꿈을 꿔 Time to run 한계를 넘어서 한 번 더 높이 올라 Let's go, let's go, let's go When we dream it, we can be the one Go.
The only thing I can think of during the entire song was that I thought it sounded like that chorus, the main instrumental for the chorus. It reminded me of We Found Love by Rihanna, or Rihanna and whoever made the beat. I think it's just Rihanna, whatever. That one Swedish House Mafia song a little bit. Like a Zed song I've heard. Either way, just from that era of music. And it's a nice bonus track. It's nice. What I'll say about this is that each of the songs was happy and nice to listen to. And I know that kind of sounds dismissive, and I don't mean it to be like that. But I talked about it on the first stream video. I guess if you're new, I should explain it again. But this has never been my bag of music. I shouldn't say never. When I was in middle school, which is the era of music I was just talking about with the We Found Love and all that stuff, I loved listening to it. I still love pop music. This is nice. I don't dislike it at all. I'm so sorry I hit the mic stand. It's just, as I get into it, even I've heard like from Dream, like the different sounds, the stuff that sticks with me beyond the first listen or so, the first couple listens, is just sounds different. That's all. I'm going to say that every time, regardless of what group it is, whatever happens. What I really love about this being their start and me going through like an entire journey with them and all their music is that on this channel, this is the first time that I've like gotten into a group, or like beginning this process with the group, in a like not immediately loving the music, not disliking the music, but the other groups, even the NCT 127, like to start, because I'm going to do all the NCT universes I've mentioned. But with 127, the song I had heard, like everything, and all the other groups, like I was going in knowing that I will like the music, like the sound, like the approach. Dream is the first time it's like I am fully in for the development and hearing the sounds like evolve and change. And even not, and I think I said this in the first Dream vid, I don't want the sound to just be completely different. I want to hear how they build off of this concept, this identity, and it continues to grow, and it remains there, but it just utilized differently. It shows different because they're older. I really love the concept of this group, and the music is perfectly fine in this little section of their I was gonna say career sounds odd, but like the discography. And I mean it very genuinely when I say I'm glad that this is a start, because it's a perfect, nice, happy pop foundation for boys that are young and singing about nice, happy stuff, except for that one song where I got really deep into it. But yeah, I was surprisingly moved by the lyrics in multiple songs, and I talked a lot about it, so I'm sorry for that. But yeah, I mean, truly, this is a very nice start to what will be a journey of evolution, not just on their part, but definitely on my part. And frankly, I cannot be more excited about that. So yeah, I will be back with some more Dream soon. I would say expect an official guide for them. Maybe not the next video for Dream, but within the next one or two for sure. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for bearing with my tirades. And thank you so much. I'm going to say thank you again. Thank you. Bye-bye.